Well, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Taylor Swift Friday. How are all of you doing? You having a good week so far? You excited for the weekend? So, we have 4 more songs to check out from Taylor Swift's Red Taylor's Version album. And I'm excited for these ones. We got The Moment I Knew, we got Come Back, Be Here, we got Girl at Home, and we have State of Grace, the acoustic version. Now, I've noticed something on this playlist, and that is Ronan. I'm not gonna react to Ronan again. I can't do it. I really can't. So I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think you guys want to see that again. We've already done a reaction to it. I just can't do it. So we're just gonna leave that one out, you know. And then maybe when we do All Too Well, that can sort of be the replacement, because it's like we'll be doing the 10-minute version again when we come back round to it. Maybe we'll do a different version of the 10-minute version. I think there's like the SNL one or something we haven't done. Maybe we have, there's one more version we haven't done yet, so maybe we'll like swap it out for something. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. But anyway, thank you so much for supporting these reactions. I know the Red album reactions haven't been doing as well as the other album reactions, so everyone who watches them, supports them, likes the video, I really appreciate it. And yeah, without more talking from me, please press that like button, please press that subscribe button, and let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Taylor Swift's The Moment I Knew. Opening with a cello like this get me a bit worried. Already feels like it's gonna be something quite heavy.
You should have been there. Should have burst through the door with that "baby, I'm right here" smile, and it would have felt like a million little shining stars had just aligned, and I would have been so happy. Christmas lights glisten, I've got my eye on the door, just waiting for you to walk in, but the time is ticking. People ask me how I've been as I comb back through my memory, how you said you'd be here.
Things like this really just break my heart, because even though the song is about a relationship, is about a personal relationship, I feel like Taylor does this on purpose, and she knows she does this, and we know she does this. These songs are open to interpretation. We can put ourselves in different situations with different people inside these lyrics, and like this is heartbreaking. A song where it's like just waiting for someone to open a door and come in, for me, could be very relevant to a parent. You know, a parent that said they'd be there.
You said you'd be here, and it was like slow motion, standing there in my party dress, in red lipstick, with no one to impress, and they're all laughing as I'm looking around the room, but there was one thing missing, and that was the moment I knew.
The cello. I said it at the beginning. That, oh my word, that has to be one of the best drops into a Taylor Swift chorus. My word, it made all the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. The song carried this like very mellow, sad tone, and then when the chorus picks in, it's almost like screaming, you know, and it matches the lyrics and the title of the song, The Moment I Knew. You know, you're there, you're hopeful, you're really wishing that someone's going to walk in, someone who said they would be there, but they never do. And it almost feels like the person who's waiting pushes their way through the party, walks outside, and just stands there, just screams into the darkness, you know? And that's what that chorus feels like. It's heartbreaking.
And the hours pass by, now I just wanna be alone, but your close friends always seem to know when there's something really wrong, so they follow me down the hall, and there in the bathroom I try not to fall apart, and the sink sinking feeling starts as I say hopelessly, he said he'd be here. And it was like slow motion.
God, the pain is so well conveyed in the worst way. Like I said, you can embody different people into this scenario. Just that simple, someone said they would be there and they didn't turn up. That simple notion. And I imagine so many of you sadly have memories that attach themselves to this song. And that drop feels so painfully brutal into this chorus. This is outstandingly heartbreaking.
It was like slow motion, standing there in my party dress in red lipstick.
Making all this effort for someone who didn't show up.
No one to impress, and they're all laughing.
Try not to break down in front of people who know them.
Asking me about you, but there was one thing missing, and that was the moment I knew.
The way the chorus goes from cello to violin prominence, the way the drums pick up, and you have all of that array of instruments just carrying it as Taylor raises her tone, really hits the impactfulness of the sadness in this moment. The moment she knew. Wow, that squeak!
What do you do when the one who means the most to you is the one who didn't show?
I know this isn't relevant to the song's moment, but it's relevant to how I feel about it. Things like this, like, and you see it in movies where like a kid goes out on a stage and they look out to the crowd and one of their parents didn't show up. Things like this, songs like this are the reason that when I fucking say I'm gonna be there, I will always be there.
You should have been here, and I would have been so happy. And it was like slow motion, standing there in my party dress in red lipstick, with no one to impress, and they're all standing around me singing happy birthday to you, but there was one thing missing, and that was the moment I knew.
This is when she said Christmas lights, I assumed it was about Christmas and a Christmas party, so that's what I guess the song was about. But then when she said they're singing happy birthday to you, I now realize it's the All Too Well story. She says this before in other songs. It's supposed to be fun turning 21. That story that she's told many times before of, I don't like saying the names of anyone who these stories are about, but obviously the person in question who didn't show up, or the person that All Too Well is about, I thought it was, like I said, about Christmas. It was only when she said that line I realized it was that story. Oh man, it's funny. All Too Well is heartbreaking, but for some reason this song, it just feels more heartbreaking about that scene. I can't describe why.
You called me later and said I'm sorry I didn't make it, and I said I'm sorry too, and that was the moment I knew.
Ah, man, why is this one so sad? I guess at 21, you're still so young, you know? And this image of just like this person just standing there. Taylor just standing there in this red dress, made all of this effort because the person she loved said that they were coming, and everyone's there and they're friends of this person, and the whole party, she's just like, where are they? Why aren't they here? Why didn't they show up? And they just never do. Taylor looking for the door, they never come in, and then later on you just get a text, I'm sorry I didn't make it. Honestly, fuck people like this, man. If you, I know this may, I don't know if this comes across douchey, I don't know, but if you say you're gonna be there, just be there, alright? Whether it's as a partner or as a parent, if you say you're gonna be there, be there. Unless if the only bloody excuse you can turn up is like, why weren't you there? I got mugged, I lost my car. Alright, that's an acceptable excuse. Why weren't you there? I got tied up with work. Not a good excuse. Alright, I had a call to take, I had this. I wasn't feeling too well. Not a good excuse. Alright. If you say you're gonna be there for someone, especially something as big as turning 21, you fucking show up. What a painful song. What a horrible image to imagine, you know? It's sad that memories like this just never go away. And that birthday will forever be tarnished because of it. It's heartbreaking. You know? It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. What a beautiful song, though. The moment I knew, what a beautiful song. It almost feels like All Too Well's sister song, you know? It's beautifully well done in a horrible way. Oh, man. Yeah, amazing. Amazing and horrible. A lot of Taylor's songs are like that. Amazing and horrible. Absolutely amazing to listen to and horrible to listen to. Alright. We move on to the next one. Jesus, that one was a sucker punch. Alright, moving on to the next one. Taylor Swift, Come Back Here. Man, please be a happy song. Come on.
You said it in a simple way. 4 a.m. the second day. How strange that I don't know you at all.
Oh, what a beautiful note there.
Stumbled through the long goodbye. One last kiss, then catch your flight. Right when I was just about to fall.
I really love the way Taylor incorporates the instruments into the emotions of the song. With The Moment I Knew, we had the cello and the violin really playing on our emotions, you know, playing on our heart, raising that sadness. And now, with the acoustic guitar and the light vocals from Taylor, this song feels a bit more hopeful.
I told myself don't get attached, but in
despite the lyrics,
mind I play it back, spinning faster than the plane that took you. And this is when the feeling sinks in. I don't wanna miss you like this. Come back, be here. Come back, be here. I guess you're in New York today. I don't wanna need you this way. Come back, be here. Come back, be here.
I don't know if I should be feeling sad or find this cute in a way. It's a tough one at the moment. I guess we'll see the further we get into it, because it seems like a song about a relationship where, you know, you say goodbye to a person, they're going away for like a long weekend or whatever, and you say goodbye, and then you're just sad. You're like, oh, I miss them, I really want to see them, and you're sad about it, right? And that's a normal thing in a relationship. Or is it deeper than that and it's gonna change later on? When and just to quickly say, when I first started dating my wife, I lived in Nottingham and she lived just north of London, and we could only see each other every 2 weeks because we were both broke. We had no money, so we had to save up to like travel to see each other. And I'd come down and see her, she'd come up and see me, and every time we said goodbye, it was horrible. And then I'd go back to my single 1-bedroom studio apartment in Nottingham to sit there alone, and it just felt like the quietest place in the world. That's what this feels like to me.
Without knowing anything at all. And now that I can't put this down, if I don't want,
love that instrumental sound there.
I never would have played so nonchalant.
If I had known then what I know now, I never would have played so nonchalant. So this person leaving makes you realize how much you need them and miss them and want them. And you were playing nonchalant, so they sort of left. Is this a breakup, or is this just saying goodbye, and in this goodbye you realize how much you love someone?
Taxi cabs and busy streets that never bring you back to me. I can't help but wish you took me with you. And this is when the feeling sinks in. I don't wanna miss you like this. Come back, be here. Come back, be here. I guess you're in London today, and I wanna need you this way. Come back, be here. Come back, be
Oh, that drop. Oh. I didn't want to pause that transition into the bridge there because it was so beautifully and seamlessly done. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't feel... This is a conflicting one because it's sad and happy. It's bittersweet, and which should be on a poster to describe Taylor, to be honest. But it's bittersweet because this to me feels like the ending song to a romance movie where a person leaves and you in that moment realize, I love this person, I want to be with this person, and you're like run into the airport, you know, your classic airport romance scene. That's what this feels like. It's got that kind of energy and vibe to it, you know? Which is a sweet thing. I don't know. Am I missing something here? I don't know. The nonchalant thing is like tripping me up a little bit.
This is falling in love in the coolest way. This is falling for you when you are worlds away. In New York, be here, but you're in London and a breakdown, 'cause it's not fair that you're not around. This is when the feeling sinks in.
Oh, the clap drum.
Come back, be here. Come back, be here. I guess you're in New York today.
I feel like you can really hear the sad desperation in the notes here that Taylor is like embodying, which makes the song hit that much harder because it is sad. You're like, at the end of the day, we have this person who is in love with this person who isn't there, who is traveling around, and you fall in love with them more and more as they are not next to you, and you want to see them and you miss them, and it's painful. It's a painful love, and that breaks your freaking heart.
I need you this way. Come back,
Oh,
come back, be here. I don't wanna miss you like this. Come back, be here. Come back, be here.
oh, beautifully well done. Beautiful. I feel like every song really does tell the romantic story so well, right? How do I word that better, right? Like The Moment I Knew immediately gives us a song that we as the listener can put ourselves in the shoes of the person, right? Whether it is someone going up to perform at a school play and not seeing their parent in stage, or having like an important meeting or an important event or anything, a birthday party, a Christmas party, any kind of anything, right? Where you expect someone to be there, someone who cares about you, and them not showing up but saying they would, right? You put yourself in that shoes, you put yourself in the shoes of that moment, and you feel it, right? And I feel like that song perfectly represents that. And Come Back Be Here is the same. It is the relationship, it is a long distance relationship, but it is one that has like a caveat of heartbreak to it. You know, like there's something more dark at play here, because that's not how it is and isn't how I felt in the early days of my relationship. It's the only thing I can do is to compare it to me. And that is literally like saying goodbye to my then girlfriend, my wife, when I lived in Nottingham, and how heartbreaking it was just being on my own and missing her and just talking to her over the phone and just wanting her to be there, and how sad that was. But that blossomed into an awesome relationship, because when we finally moved in together, it just felt like every day was amazing, you know? We're finally living together. We finally moved in together. We never had to say that goodbye, and it was incredible. And at that point, we had such a strong bond that it was just so nice to just spend every day with each other, right? But I guess this is the idea of never being able to get that, of falling in love with someone who maybe isn't making the effort, who maybe doesn't come up as much as they say they will, or maybe it doesn't take as much time for you as you want them to, and you want them to make as much effort as you're making, and they just don't. And yeah, like I said, it's another song that we can just put ourselves in the shoes of and just interpret it different ways. And at its core, it's just a heartbreaking romance story that is completely one-sided. And I think that's what a lot of these songs are sort of showcasing themselves to be, and I think that's what makes them so freaking sad. They are completely one-sided, heartbreaking songs. Man, these are some really incredible songs we've got this Friday. Next one is Girl at Home. Please have a happy one. Come on. Come on.
Look at me, you got a girl at home and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Don't look at me, you got a girl at home and everybody knows that.
Alright.
I don't even know her, but I feel a responsibility to do what's upstanding and right. It's kinda like a code, yeah. And you've been getting closer and closer and crossing so many lines.
Okay. Alright. Well, this song seems pretty transparent, the understanding of it. Someone is making a move on, we'll just say Taylor in this situation, but they have someone at home, a girlfriend, a wife, someone at home that they're supposed to love. And Taylor's saying, you shouldn't be looking at me, you have a girl at home. Alright. Very, very simple. It's weird how the song sounds like a really awesome pop song, despite it's like it's kind of a serious message here.
It would be a fine proposition if I was a stupid girl. But honey, I am no one's exception. This I have previously learned. So don't look at me, you got a girl at home and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Don't look at me, you got a girl at home and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that.
It's funny, the beginning part of the chorus, where there's like no beat or instrumental, felt like a bit peculiar, but then it really enhances that drop into like this proper pop feeling song, which I actually really love. It's a weird vibe for such a serious song. Oh, I love that note. I have to be honest here. Please understand. Speaking as a guy, I'm gonna say right now, I know or have known. I don't really know many people these days. My friend circle is, I could count on one hand, and that's not an exaggeration. But I've known a lot of guys like this, right? And let me just say, they don't ever change. That's not true. As they get older, they will change. When I say they don't ever change, I mean in these moments, in these younger years. When a guy does this, or even an adult guy does this, they will do it to someone else. They will. If they can't make the moves on you, they will make them on someone else another night, another time. So I'm not saying tell their partner, but I'm also saying if they cross this line, would you want to know?
While she wakes up, you chase down the newest thing and take for granted what you have. And it would be a fine proposition if I was a stupid girl.
I think that's the question everyone needs to ask themselves in these kind of situations. If you were X person, would you want someone to tell you?
And yet I might go with it if I hadn't once been just like her. So don't look at me, you got a girl at home and everybody knows that.
Why is this song such a vibe, man? What the hell? Why is this such a vibe? It's very different to the rest of the songs in this album, but it's a weird vibe. This song is so good. It's weird. There's parts of it I'm not vibing with, but the chorus is so damn good. Like, that drop into this pop vibe just makes me want to freaking dance. But the lyrics I keep reading the lyrics. I'm like, it's weird, you know. It's about a man trying to cheat on his like partner. That's not good. It's Taylor saying that she's been the girl who's been cheated on. It's, you know, and it's not fun. Maybe don't be an asshole. And though that's not a poppy kind of subject, you know. No one would say like, I got cheated on, like, and they're dancing, like, no one's gonna do that, you know what I mean? But that's the energy the song's giving off, and it's weird dancing to this, but it's kind of fun. Strange. How does Taylor do this? No one should be dancing to a song with this kind of message, but Jesus, if it's Taylor. By the sounds of it, he should have already lost his girl. There's a part of me that just like, I don't know, it's a weird one. What do we all feel about a situation like this, right? Let's say you're in Taylor's shoes here. You know, what do you do? Let's say you're in Taylor's shoes in this moment. What do you do? Do you give this guy a chance? You know, consider this a lesson learned, all right? Go home. Enjoy your life. Is that enough? You know? This man would have been unfaithful this night. Do we believe he's learned the lesson? I don't know. As the guy, I can't really judge in this situation, so I'll pass the question to all of you. What do you do in Taylor's shoes? That last line as well, it would be a fine proposition if I wasn't just like her. Like the way Taylor's voice sort of changes tone there, you can tell that she's like reliving just a sad moment. And it sucks. It sucks. I don't know. It's you know what? It's such a complicated situation, but it also isn't. It's what a crazy song, by the way. Girl at Home literally has such a fun vibe for such a serious topic. It's crazy. Taylor loves doing that, and she nailed it. This is one of her best examples of that. That chorus is a song that you just have to dance to, but it's like one of those songs you like dance to, and you listen to lyrics, and you're like, I don't know, it feels weird dancing to this. It's strange. It's got that kind of vibe. Because, like, Taylor's literally saying that she's been the girl on the other end, that she's been the one the guy's cheated on, and she's decided to give this guy a chance because he hasn't done anything unfaithful that night, and to go home and to treasure what he has. Now, in this moment, is the guy just hammered or plastered, or is there more to the story here, or is it just a guy being a dick? Because what's saying this guy doesn't do it another night? Are we hoping he's learned a lesson? I don't know, maybe I'm looking this too literal. Is this actually about someone? I'm knowing Taylor, maybe. Maybe there's a name in this story, maybe. I don't know. I would be curious to like wonder what other people would do. Would people follow in Taylor's sweet footsteps? Because she is an absolute sweetheart, and she's given this asshole another chance. Would you guys feel like that's the right course of action here? What if you were the other girl? You know, and what would you even tell the other girl? I guess nothing's happened, but you wait until something has happened? It's a tough one. This whole thing is such a like gray area, isn't it? I don't know. I'm a bit of a douche when it comes to this sort of stuff. And I think that's probably because, and I don't mind even being blunt about this, I got cheated on. I've only ever had one other partner. Other than my wife, I had one other serious relationship in my entire life. I've had other relationships, none of them serious. I've only ever had one other serious relationship. Yeah, I got cheated on, and it sucked, and it was horrible, and it was the worst breakup ever, and it was one of the worst experiences I've ever gone through. I felt like someone was ripping my damn heart out. It was horrible. So I have this feeling now where if I ever see any situation where that is going on, I don't want to ever let anyone go through that pain. So maybe it's wrong of me, but I will always be on the side of the person should know, immediately should know. And that's how I sort of feel now. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's the wrong way to look at it. Like in this situation, if I was Taylor, I would be taking the guy's phone, calling up his partner, being, hi, I'm the person that they're trying it on with. And maybe that makes me a dick. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe right now a bunch of you watching this going, Luke, that's so wrong. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is. But yeah, that's the truth. What a weirdly fun freaking song that is, by the way. What a weirdly fun song. All right, last one of the batch, State of Grace, which we've heard a bunch of times, but this is the acoustic version. Oh, this is gonna be good.
I'm walking fast through the traffic lights.
This is gonna be good.
Busy streets and busy lives and all we
Oh gosh, the
is
vocals.
touch and go.
Oh my word. I didn't realize the acoustic version she was going to change her voice that significantly. I think we're in for something very special here.
We are alone with our changing minds. We fall in love till it hurts or bleeds or fades in time. And I never
I love the way she's almost whispering to us. This is so good. I never realized this song would sound... For a song like State of Grace, which is so epic, right? Isn't it? It's so epic. It's so loud. It's so, like, wild and frantic as a song. Who would have thought that stripping it down to an acoustic version would somehow work as well as this?
And I'll never be the same.
Oh, that little croak on her voice there. Such a good touch.
You come around and the armor falls, pierce the room like a cannonball. Now all we know is don't let go. We are alone, just you and me, up in your room and a slate to clean, just twin firesides.
God, I love how she is delivering this song vocally. She like sounds so like she sounds half asleep. I think that's the best way I could think to describe it. Like it's really late at night, maybe like 2, 3 a.m. or something. Everyone's gone to bed. We're sitting around like a campfire outside at nighttime, and Taylor just brings out her guitar. She's like swaying a bit already, you know. She's ready to go to sleep. She just lifts the guitar up into her lap and just starts mellowing, is that the right word? Mellowy performing State of Grace. Everyone is just like, you know, sleepily listening. That's what this feels like. It's got that energy to it.
For blue eyes. So you were never a saint, and I loved in shades of wrong. We learned to live with the pain, mosaic broken hearts.
It really enhances the poetry in the lyrics. Oh, that never. Oh, my word. So good. So good.
And I'll never be
God, I'm just getting lost in this. I'm honestly, this might be just the worst bloody reaction ever. I'm like totally fucking lost in this song. Like, absolutely. I don't even know what my face must look like. Like, I love this. I never ever would have expected that State of Grace of all songs would have an acoustic sound like this. And of course I should know. This is literally how Taylor makes music. She literally creates these songs so they can be performed like this. She wants every single song to be able to be stripped down, to be able to be formed as an acoustic version. I mean, that's how she usually writes these. She writes a lot of these crazy epic songs either on the piano or on the guitar. Like, this is where they begin. They begin like this. This is probably the first version of State of Grace in the crazy way. But considering how wild the freaking song is, you wouldn't expect this. But god damn it, is it good? Makes me wonder how many Reputation songs must sound just as incredible as acoustic versions. So good. It's the way she just does those like mellow notes afterwards, you know, like I don't even know how you describe them, just the just like those notes. That's what makes this. I don't even know what you would say, but that makes it so good. Just like so mellowy, lingering, just there. And the way she says never, it's like she's just leaning to your ear and whispering it. Piano just decides to make an appearance. Taylor's vocals get louder. Somehow, as we're approaching the climax of this song, the energy is picking up a little bit from the soft tones we've had throughout this entire track. Are you kidding, man? It's so good. Her voice is stunning on this, by the way. Somehow sounds so just chilled and throwaway, but so complicated at the same time. Sounds like the most casually complicated vocal performance ever.
This is a state of grace. This is the worthwhile fight. Love is a ruthless game unless you play it good and right.
I really love that line. I really love that line as well. I really do. The love is a ruthless game unless you play it good and right. Because for ages I have said that for me I've always described true love as easy. That's the word I always use. Whenever I speak to anyone, I always say it's easy. Whenever I have friends who are in relationships and it seems complicated and difficult and they're constantly arguing or fighting and they're doing this uphill battle, and you hear people literally say like, oh, that's normal, you know, relationships are supposed to be difficult, you know, there's supposed to be like some compromise and some arguments, and that's how it is, you know, you argue and you compromise and you move on, and it's like, you do and you don't. You're like, it shouldn't be that hard. There should never be this much difficulty, and if you feel like you're constantly bouncing negatively off of one another, or you're annoyed with what the other one says, that's not love. That's convenience, you know. You found someone, you conveniently click, and you're just like, this is convenient, it's comfortable, you know, it's cool, I got this person. That's not love. Love is easy. Love is like being able to say to your partner, should I do this, should I do that, and then, like, you know, if the answer is no, it's funny. And then there's no argument there. No, you shouldn't do that. And it's like, and just explode. It's fine. Maybe that's the word. It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't know. It's a weird one to explain, so I always just use the word easy. I felt like after, again, this is just talking on my own experience. Maybe you guys can share some of your own in the comment section as well. I felt like after my relationship, I tried other relationships, and they were always complicated and always issues, and most of them probably with me. And then I met my wife, and it was just easy. It was like everything was easy. Should we go here? Yeah, sure. Should we do this? Yeah, all right. And then that would go both ways. It wasn't me, and it was easy, and I missed this person. I wanted to be with this person. It was easy being with this person, and everything just clicked. And it felt like that in day one, and it never stopped feeling like that. And even though she was the complete opposite of me, I wanted to learn what she liked, and I wanted to like what she liked, and she wanted to learn what I liked, and she made the effort, and we took what was best from each other. And over the years, we're still learning what's best from each other. I still learn the correct way to act in situations, because if I'm being honest, despite the fact that I'm a bit of a softie, I'm brutal in my, like, I would say honesty, maybe. You know, like, I'm very blunt in that regard, and my wife has to be the one to be like, you can't be saying things like this, that's not normal. And I'm like, oh, okay, I just thought I would tell them. She's like, no, you can't be doing that. And I'm like, okay. Like, it takes her to, like, explain to me, you know, that's not how you act. I'm like, all right, so I wasn't supposed to say that. Okay, good. Right? Like, so I need that. And yeah, it's just fun. It's fun, you know. And I feel like that line at the end of State of Grace, love is a ruthless game unless you play it good and right. And then it's easy, you know. And then it's easy. Everyone will, you'll find the right person, but you'll find them when you're ready to find them. If I met my wife a year earlier, the relationship would have never have worked. I needed to be exactly who I was in that moment, and so did she. And when we were both emotionally ready for each other, I like to believe the universe just placed us in each other's path, you know? Like, we were both, like, we were just parallel lines. And when we both hit that point that the universe was happy that we were, like, ready for each other, that we would make it work, it just turned us this way. That's what I like to believe. I still can't believe how amazing State of Grace of all songs sounds stripped down. The acoustic version could not be further from the original version. They are completely different sounds, styles, emotions, everything. And yet it just bloody works. It's the brilliance of Taylor, man. It really is. It really is. Absolutely outstanding. Wow. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this batch of reactions. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. I will say, I don't know what the plan is going to be going forward with Taylor Swift reactions. We're going to be trying a few things with, like, the videos and that sort of stuff. Mainly because comparatively to, like, other channels and other people who do deep dives and stuff into Taylor Swift, I don't feel like we're quite there. You know, and we've done what, like 200 more even sort of reactions at this point, and I don't know. It's just like it's sad admitting this, but I just feel like maybe people aren't watching as much as they used to, and I don't know if it's my reactions. Maybe people don't enjoy them as much, but it's a shame. And I really love making them. And we still have Tuesday, and we still do Friday. Taylor Swift Fridays, and yeah, we're still doing them with the album reactions, that sort of stuff. But if people aren't watching them, the channel has always been controlled by what people are watching, what people want. Then we always look to sort of shift. And I would be lying if I said I haven't noticed that less and less people are watching them. And maybe it's just because we're doing everything everyone's enjoyed, and we're sort of just getting to the ends, you know, now. And I will continue this journey, and we will finish what I said, and we will react to every single song and video Taylor Swift has done, and that is the plan. But what I'm basically saying is that we are looking behind the scenes to maybe change how we're doing things going forward. Whether or not that means taking it down to one reaction a week or doing something else, I'm not really sure. And I just wanted to say that at the end of this thing, because I just wanted you guys to know it is something we're considering. It is a shame. I just feel like we've always been a smaller Swiftie channel, you know? We've always been a bit smaller. I've never really been picked up by the main sort of community. It's just how it's been, and it's a shame, but it's never really bothered me. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully people still like my reactions. Hopefully you guys still enjoy them, because I have to admit, I just love making them. You know, I really do. whether people watch them or enjoy them or not, there's something really special to me about making a Taylor Swift reaction, and I can't quite describe it. I absolutely love everything about her music. I feel like it just resonates with me so much, and I've never had the privilege of being part of a community as welcoming and as sweet as the Swifties. I've never felt so comfortable just being my big old emotional self. So yeah, I just want to say thank you. And yeah, the journey will continue for now. But I just wanted you guys to know that we're sort of looking at some things. And we'll come up with some new ideas and we'll see going forward. But I hope you guys are enjoying them. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. And yeah, that's it from me. Check out the original songs in the description. Have a wonderful weekend. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.